What's up, guys? Good morning. It's actually pretty good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. How about yours? I'm glad it was good, man. I'm glad it was good. We got a couple of names this morning to pay attention to. We got BT ramping up. BT going higher this morning. A couple other names as well. BT is not my favorite, I have to say. I'm gonna focus a little bit more on NNVC. The VTVT one looks a little bit overextended. It's a little bit overextended, and so I rather pay attention to NNVC. So we have different levels on that one on the daily. Right now, we're 705, right? So we can get onto that. We have 644, we have 463, and we have 405. Pretty close to what is the half and the whole, half and whole dollar areas right there. 644, 463 based on the 50 simple moving average on the daily, and we have 405 as well. So I like NMVC. Again, this one, VTVT, not really sure what the news are, but we have a 410 resistance on the daily. Actually, my apologies, on right there on the pre-market hours, and it's ramping up all the way to 410. I'm trying to look back here, and if you look at here, it was pretty close to that resistance. So we have 609 afterwards. So let's see how well this one is going to perform. I don't like it too much, to be honest. We got Tesla, we got BNGO. Tesla, Chinese government is gonna try to reopen the Gigafactory. So we got CETX, NIO, Y10, YTEN. Gotta open now. See what we're doing here on NVC. Let's see what the reaction is on VTVT. Probably gonna ramp up all the way to $4. Some people might end up taking a little nickel here. I'm really not too interested on nickel and diming this one. I'm gonna try to find a little rollover on an NVC. We got the 50 simple moving average on the 15-minute time frame being a decent resistance. So I'm gonna try to focus on that there. And based on that, we got the 50 sitting at 722. So I'm not gonna take any punches here. I'm gonna let it run. Chances are we're gonna be able to get something out of that one. So I mentioned that BTBT, some people not being able to take a little dime here off of the first ramp up towards the pre-market highs on VTVT. I really don't like it. It's a little overextended. For people that have direct market access brokers, you guys are okay with that. NIO is ramping up. Pay attention to NIO. Right now it's $3.70 to $4. Tesla pulling back. Some people asked me the other day what I thought about Tesla. And I said, I really think that Tesla is going to have, overall it's going to go to $1,000, but as of right now, I really don't think, we're going to see it ramp up right away. So I think we might end up having a red day, at least for today and maybe tomorrow. A couple of other red days. And NVC here looking decent. And NVC looking at the low of the prior 15-minute candle, 705. Want to see if he gets under 7 on NVC. That it's a high resistance right there on 410, very high resistance. Rejecting that area 410 on VTVT. Watching an NVC under 7. And NVC under 7. NIO towards a 4. Ramping up in the first candle. We got DAO. I like that one. It has a decent range on the daily. DAO. Also have MYO, pardon me. It's around $38 the other day. I hope that the person that asked me the other day what to do took a little suggestion of taking at least a 50 out, meaning 50%, half out. So that way we'll be with a little cushion here. Tapping $7 and NVC, tapping $7 and NBC. And NBC getting that 7, holding tight around the 7, holding very tight around 7, expecting a little flush. First print today. First print today. $6.94. Holding tight in FBC, waiting for it. Yeah, a huge rejection here on VTVT, as I figured. Some people are going to have that quick pop and then a rejection after that because it's a little overextended. BNGO is ramping up, and CODX is one that looks good. Let me just do something here. Come on now. Hurry up. CODX. See if I can get a decent entry on CODX here for a follow through move to the downside. NIO going towards 4. Tesla 813 ramping up today. Tesla 813 ramping up this morning. And NVC holding tight 702. Let it slide, let it run. Decent moves probably gonna come to me. We got DAO. Sent that one last night on the weekly newsletter. Sent this one on the dailies, looking pretty decent. Very nice range. I really think we're gonna move up a little bit more, but then over the next few days we're gonna roll over, and this can be a pretty decent opportunity for a short on this one. As of right now, still printing higher numbers. Focus here on NIO. Then we're gonna go to the $4 mark here. NIO. Let's see here. What can we do with you? What can we do with you? Take a look at the daily. So I'm already late to the party here. We got a resistance 402. Resistance is 402. A little clutter. A decent range this morning. 394, 100 simple moving average on the 15. Expecting a pullback prior to the $4. Probably next leg up will be after the breakout of 4. Y10, Y10, YTEN. Waiting for an NVC to roll in my favor. CODX is actually still setting up. I don't like that bounce for an entry yet. Gotta let it slide a little bit more. DAO keeps on printing higher numbers. DAO. Up almost $2 today. DAO almost $2 up today. Yeah, and IO with that pullback. I was expecting this little pullback close to the $4 mark. Tesla printing higher numbers. This is crazy. It's actually a pretty good thing. Haven't taken any trades yet today. I'm in cash still. BHVN. Yeah, look at that. What in the world's going on? What are they doing? Any kind of news on this one? Yeah, but he had a massive plunge though last week on Friday. Actually, no, this was this morning. So we have this sell-off, and then it's ramping up again. Any reason for this? NIO, next leg up. We got resistance very close to the $4 mark, so I don't want to take a chance on that one. Market seems to be a little funny this morning. I don't know, I don't feel too in tune with the market this morning. There's something off. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just me. All right, so NIO. I'm gonna keep on watch at NIO, but you know I don't wanna go in for a nickel. Expecting this thing to actually pull back prior to. Yeah, I'm watching that one. So NIO, it's pretty close to the resistance on the 15 minutes. Pretty close to the resistance based on the whole dollar area. I don't want to take any kind of chance on this one. I don't want to go in for a nickel. Watching Y10 and CODX rather. Possible GLUU. Guys, bear with me for a second. Hold up. Again, watching CODX, COL, Tesla, NIO. Don't like NIO, too close to resistance. And DAO, it's good on a daily. Again, but I'm expecting this DAO to watching been watching Six Flags from the last couple of days since momentum is actually decent. Let me just put it right here real quick. I don't like it too much now. On high Kanashi candles look a lot better. Seems like momentum is actually decent there. Watching DIO still. Again, I posted this one yesterday on the watch list for the week for a swing trade that I sent out on the list last night. I haven't taken any trade on it yet, so I'm not holding anything here. So I'm gonna be watching for an opportunity on this one for a rollover trade, to be honest. CBIO. I like this one for a short under the 100. See if he picks up some steam because it doesn't look too great right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let that one go. It's no volume. The 100 is not gonna hold for that support, but he has no volume. There's nothing I can do with that one under those circumstances. And I go pulling back. Like holy smoke! What in the world? Nothing's moving in the way that I would like to, and I'd rather be in cash. Oh, this is crazy. This is actually picking up a lot of steam. Is this kind of any kind of news out on this one? Yassine, what's up? You too. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. What in the world? Where's my controller? I swear, I can't believe this thing. Pretty sure my kids have been playing around my computer. This thing has. Oh, okay, my controller's right here. I have this controller here for the colors on the background of my monitors, and there was one that is actually blinking like crazy. Why is not? Come on now, come on, come on. Okay. Seems like my son has been playing around with my controller, so I apologize about that. Kind of weird. All of a sudden. All right, so back at here. I apologize again. I'm back here. Let's see here. Tesla. GLUU. You know what? GLUU is looking good for a possible short here. So I'm gonna focus on trying to find an entry here on the 713. We had this one from prior week. Man, I missed this trade this morning. Seems pretty decent, but it's tapping that support 711. 711's being support here. So that one. Sean, good morning. See, AMIO though on the daily has a little bit of support. Appreciate all of you guys that liked the stream. I really do appreciate. Look at this drop. Look at this drop. Look at this drop. I missed that trade there. At 711 prior support failed, and it started to drop. I missed that entry. I could have taken out entry there, but too close to the whole dollar. But it was just a pretty decent bear flag formation right here on the 5. If you look at here, this is a pretty decent formation, and it was holding that 711 prior low, which was a pretty decent indication that, well, we were gonna have some follow through. Holy smoke. DAO just keeps on moving higher. I'm gonna be watching under the $7 mark, under $7 mark on GLUU. This is one of the stocks that I've been trading in the last couple of days, and it's actually been pretty decent, very decent move on GLUU. DAO, it's being one of the best movers I've seen today, up $3 really from since the open. And you know, I found this thing over the weekend. Now this is I think this is the first one that I sent out, or maybe it was Tesla, on the that email that I sent out yesterday to all of you guys that are subscribed to the newsletter. Again, the newsletter is free, and if you want to get that information on the weekends, you can just go to traderscolony.com and create a free account. Again, a free account. This is a keyword here, free account. So you can receive that information over your inbox. So maybe you can be ready for the prior trading week. I mean, the following trading week. GLUU $6.74. Let's see, pretty decent bear flag formation on the 1. Under the $7 mark, we got 674. We could probably extract a 25-cent move here. I missed the move right out of the gates today on the first micro bounce in 1 minute time frame, which was on this candle, this shooting star formation on the 1 right here, micro bounce on this one, coming down a pretty decent 711 hold off, and now trying to see if we can get another leg down here towards the 7 and towards $6.74 based on the daily. Then we have a gap down to 621. Let me just put a trend line here. 621. Alright, so CBIO is dropping. CBIO is dropping, but no, forget it. 5 minute looks better than the 1 minute. The 1 minute has no volume. I got no business inside there, so I'm gonna let that one slide. Gonna let that one slide. I have to say though that I'm waiting for that computer to come in. I'm still waiting for my laptop to be fixed up and sent back to me. I have not received it yet. I have not received it yet. I'm hoping during this week I will be able to. Weird, very weird morning. I'm watching GLUU on the 7. I don't like the 5 minute candle on DAO there. Possible pullback here. Little hangerman on the 5. Let it go. I am all cash as of right now. See if we're gonna find some resistance around 713 on GLUU for a possible move towards the 7 and then the 674. Under that is 621. All cash today, feeling kind of weird. The market is kind of weird today. Not feeling like the vibe here. So I haven't taken any trades. First trade that I missed, GLUU is a pretty decent opportunity. Again, I am on, where's VTVT here? So I don't have it. Though I had it there. VTVT a little overextended right out of the gates. The first push was towards 4. There was a little 15-cent move right out of the gates on VTVT that anybody could have taken. But if you don't have a direct market access broker, that probably would have been a little bit more difficult to get the fill, because you could have taken a lot of slippage there. And if you look at the candles on VTVT right out of the gates, it was just push up quick and then pull back right away. So a little difficult there to be able to manage if you cannot have your executions fast enough. I think DIO, I'm watching DIO here. That pennant formation on the 1 minute. And I'm also watching GLUU on that gravestone doji in the 1 minute with a shooting star on the 5. Possible rollover from the 713. Roll over to the downside again. Get under the 7. Go to 675. Possible $6.21. But here's the problem with that. It's we have a bunch of dojis there. I don't appreciate that. I really don't appreciate those dojis there. BHPN, I don't like it too much right now. I think MIO is gonna keep on dropping. We actually spoke about this yesterday. Not that we spoke about this, if I'm not mistaken. MIO was one of the stocks that I sent out on the watch list last night for that pullback. And the thing is that on the daily, it was sitting on top of the 100, and it was picking a little bit of volume on that support on the after hours or the extended hours of trading on Friday. Decent pullback right here on DAO based on that pennant formation on the one. Just didn't play that one. But this is a name that I'm actually expecting a decent pullback on DAO because it has a very nice range on DAO on the daily. DAO. Oh. That was the original idea yesterday when I sent out the watch list, because that ramp up was actually a good indicator, but for me, I was gonna look for a opportunity for a day trade on a rollover on this stock of DAO. Right now, 23.93. Kind of slow this morning, though. Here's the thing. This is the reason why I'm kind of hesitant to. I have been a little hesitant to send trades in this morning because the market seems kind of weird today. I'm not seeing a lot of follow through. It's been like the moves have been really slow. We got BTVT though, that it's a nice short, but there's no shares. So most definitely look at that little resistance right here under the 50 simple moving average in the 1 minute, right? Dropping right here very nicely when it broke down to 50 on the 5, but there's no shares. I have no shares to short this thing, so I can't really short this one. And it's actually a pretty decent short though. Like, it's a very nice short coming from like the $2 over the $3 and change, went all the way to 4, push up over 4, then roll over. A very decent short in this one, but again, I got no shares to short this thing. So I'm really not even stressing out this trade, but it's a pretty decent opportunity if you have the locates to be able to send out a nice trade and hold for a couple of minutes on this thing, because since the beginning it looked overextended to me. And we were gapping into resistance this morning. It's sad I don't have no shares to short this thing. And it's a massive range to the downside all the way to 216. Well, the people that were able to get the locates in the morning today, they making a killing. How was your weekend, guys? Everybody had a good weekend. You guys enjoyed the weekend? Oh, by the way, before I forget, tomorrow I have a meeting early morning in the my son's school. I think he's actually I've been waiting for this thing for months now. He's about to start, and we have a meeting tomorrow. I think it's the last meeting before he can actually get in. And so I'm not. The meeting is at 9. Uh, what time is it? 9:30, I think. So I'm not gonna be able to stream tomorrow. But I wanted to let you guys know ahead of time. You guys are probably not gonna miss me too much tomorrow anyway. Okay, VTVT at the cat bounce here. GLUU still holding on to the $7. Tesla kind of like weird kind of range. Still like having today a red day. Let me take a look at Tesla on the daily here. It's actually setting up for a follow through move. If you look at the range here, this formation. What we have here, Tesla is about to drop, come right back down, follow through, another red day on the daily on Tesla. All right, so give me a second here, guys. Hold up. I think Tesla's gonna have some follow through here. PNGO dropping quick. Not interested on that one. Too cheap. DAO, on the other hand, on the 5 minutes, get very interesting. DAO. We got a nice pennant formation on the 5 minutes. We got a nice flag on the 5 on DAO. VNGO getting a little bit of support around the 100. So far, I'm all in cash. I'm all in cash. Though, MIO. Looking kind of interesting. MIO is looking very interesting. So when you say PT, you mean profit taking for BTBT, or what exactly are you referring with PT? And if you're looking at PT as a long trade, unfortunately, that's probably not gonna work out. And that's my personal idea. But I just want to know exactly what you mean when you say PT for a BTBT. Like what does PT stand for right there? Profit taking? Price target for the short, for the long. Yeah, profit taking price target. Okay. I will tell you $3 based on the 50 simple moving average on the 15. That will be my target. Again, there's no shares. I don't have any shares to short. Too hard for me, too bad for me. But I'm not looking at a long trade on this thing. I like it more as a short. This thing gapped up into resistance and had a hard, very hard rejection right there. And it's rolling over today, printing now what it looks like a bear flag pattern on the 5. And we about to have a crossover on the VWAP at the 50. I really don't think that we will see this thing ramp up, come right back up. Again, that's my personal opinion, but I'm not gonna be taking any trades on the long side here. Oh God. All right. So that's a good thing though. Like I was a decent bounce based on the 5 minutes. You have a hammer right there. That's great. I just don't like this one for a long trade. For me, this is a bear flag pattern on the 5 minutes, and it will give you a couple of green candles. If I'm not, if I'm right, it will give you just a couple of green candles, and then it's gonna roll over right back down again. So, um, manage that trade, take the opportunity, and I just hope it works out okay for you. We have 1 minute ascending price channel on that stock. That makes me believe that we're gonna have a drop in the next few minutes though. With a shooting star on the 5 and printing a bear flag pattern on the 5 with about a minute and 40 seconds to go. I really think this is going to roll over. No problem. I'm not saying that you're wrong though. I'm just saying I can be wrong, but manage that trade because the way I see things, that was a dead cat bounce. That's a clear bear flag pattern for me on 5 minutes. This thing is gonna roll over, come right back down on the opposite side of your trade, and we have a decent ascending price channel right there on the 1 minute. That if when this thing breaks, it's gonna come right back down to you again. Probably again, I can be wrong, but we're printing what it looks like a bear flag pattern on the 5 minutes. Wait about another 40 seconds to close, and I think that this thing is going to roll over right back down. We got 6 blacks, looking very interesting for a short, based on the momentum on Heiken Nashi candles. We got a spinning top formation on the 1 minute on BTBT. This thing is probably going to roll over right here to come right back down. We have about 10 seconds to close on this pattern on the 5 minutes for a possible bear flag pattern on the 5. Come right back down again. And yeah, you're welcome. Again, I just try to give you my opinions, my ideas. I can be wrong, again, but I really don't know if I am at this point. I've seen these things happen so many times. I've been doing this thing for a long time, so. Taking its time, but if you look at the stochastics, you can see the volume on the upside there. Look at this volume bars here. It's actually not increased a lot, so the volume is decreasing, although it has this ramp up. So I think we're gonna break this resistance right here in the volume bars. This thing is gonna come right back down. So the volume bars are gonna break out here in the next few minutes probably. We have another descending pattern right here on the volume bars. Now, based on your trade and out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking, what is your price target on this trade? Once you executed that trade, do you have an idea of how far you wanted to take this one as a long trade, or did you just buy and didn't really set up an idea prior to taking this trade? Six Flags is looking decent for a short, around 38.70. Momentum is decreasing. High Kanashi candles showing that the momentum is actually slowing down. The trend is actually about to shift. You're pretty close to 350 on VTVT here. Oh, look at that. Good for you, man. Hanging man on the one. Under the 50 simple moving average. Around 350. $0.5 resistance right there. VTVT. Oh my goodness, what in the world's going on here? DAOs had a quick pop of the $25. MYO dropping. VTVT rejecting with a flag, flagging and rejecting the 50 simple moving average on the 1 minute. No problem. Wow, MYO though. It's like MYO. It's dropping quick. What in the world? Yeah, I'm not feeling the market today though. But MYO looks like a decent short today. But I don't know. I'm not feeling this thing. Oh, look at the hard rejection though on VTVT right there. Are you still in? Are you still managing that trade? Did you get some out on the way? I'm actually very interested in knowing how this thing is actually working out for you. Not because I'm trying to make myself right or wrong. Obviously, I didn't even think that he was gonna get all the way to 350, so I was wrong there. But I'm just saying, I'm curious of knowing that you're managing this trade properly and that you took some out maybe on the way, making sure that that move was going to be something good for you, and that you're not gonna give everything back to the market afterwards. My son is here just in case. Congratulations, man. Good trade. Yeah, 17 cents on a bounce is actually not a bad thing. Very decent trade on that one, though. Congratulations. I really don't think I'm gonna take any trades today. Hoping you guys are not disappointed. I'm just, I don't feel like the market is this. I'm not feeling the market today, and I'd rather be all cash and not, you know, worry about taking any kind of weird trades. Because today it doesn't. I don't feel like. I don't feel like I'm reading everything in a proper way. Meaning, like, I don't know, the stocks are looking kind of weird today. Space ramping up. Space, SPCE, SPCE, ramping up, SPCE. That right there, 5 minute time frame. Add it. Somebody just said I had a very stupid post on VTVT because they bullish and they can't seem to be well, they can't see to read the line of the sand. You can't really be so biased that you can't really see what's printing in front of you. Like, you cannot marry the trade. You gotta go in for the opportunity, but don't marry the trade. Don't get so worked up that you can't really see what's going on in front of you. There's a lot of people that, they go into a losing trade, and they start to argue with themselves that things are going to work out very well for them. They can't really seem to grasp the idea of, hey, I'm wrong here. If you look at this move in the pre-market hours on VTVT, this thing actually skyrocketed and moved over to the gapping up towards resistance with a very hard rejection of the whole dollar area on the $4 area, going down all the way to almost $3. Well, it's around 350 now after that bounce, but it went to a low at $3.27, with a very possible follow-through move here to the downside based on the 15-minute time frame to the $3 mark on the 50 simple moving average. Okay, and a huge gap down. A huge gap to fill to the downside that could go all the way down to 216. When you trade, guys, if the trade does not go in your direction, try to manage the trade, but don't marry the stock, though. And don't call people stupid just for having a different opinion of what you have. I was thinking of something here. I kind of forgot what it was. Now, out of curiosity, I think this question answers itself. I'm guessing. But I'm guessing you guys enjoy the stream on a regular basis. I'm saying when I stream, I'm guessing you guys enjoy it, because otherwise you probably wouldn't come back the following day. But I'm just out of curiosity, I just wanted to ask, do you guys enjoy the content and the stream? Just again, out of curiosity, so I know exactly if I need to fix something. If you have any kind of suggestion for me, I most definitely take suggestions. So if you want to share your opinion with me, that's greatly appreciated. If there's something that you think I can actually fix up, work on, or if you do like the format, it's greatly appreciated. I'm just trying to make it better every day. And so if you can actually share your thoughts with me, that's I would most definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I started the stream back in like June, I think. So it's actually, I think it's been a little bit over 6 months from June to now. Let's just say July for some reason. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just say July just to be safe. So July for now, 6 months, and it's February, so it's about 7 months. It's gonna be about maybe 8 months to 9 months around there since I started the stream. Yeah, I don't like all these candles on VTVT though. Looks a little choppy. Any background noise? It's my son watching cartoons. And he's going to school now. Probably gonna start tomorrow after tomorrow. Tomorrow's the appointment. Chances are he's gonna start after tomorrow, and that's going to be like all of my kids out of the house, which is kind of exciting. Oh, NIO! Wow, wow. INO, as a matter of fact, INO. I didn't know that this was happening. Okay, I gotta take a look at this thing real quick on the daily. Okay, we have resistance here at 390 and then 450. Was that this thing is 450? Actually, 447. Gotta put a trend line here. Come on, come on. Duplicate to 390. 447. I want to make sure I know what's going on. Looking at the 15 now, tapping that resistance at NIO on this thing. I'm looking for a little pullback, small pullback here, micro pullback on the 1 minute. Micro pullback on, yeah, there you go, on the 1 minute time frame. Probably next leg up over the 390, going over the 4. Next push up over the 4 probably on INO. See if this could be something that I can take advantage of today. Now that I'm all green, meaning because there is no trade for me today, all cash actually. That's what I meant to say, not all green. But you know, in reality, I'm kind of green too because I haven't traded anything. Haven't taken any trades. Come on now. Most definitely, no loss a win. Watching that flag on the 1 minute over 390 towards 4. Watching the flag over the 390. Next leg up. Push up to 4. Watching that flag. Watching that flag. I don't want to have any false breakouts right here. I'm watching the flag on the 1 minute. I don't like that hanging man on the 5. I don't like the hanging man on the 5. All right, all right. It's breaking out. Let's see here if we can hold this trend. Not really sure if this is gonna be a false breakout here. I'm really trying to figure that one out. I don't want to be trapped inside of this thing here. Well, we're gonna take. Let me see. Well, the high of this candle right here, 392. 392. 392, and that's 50 cents over. If we can break over that. No issues, man. No issues at all. Look at that hard rejection right there. I was kind of right not taking this straight here. I wasn't feeling too comfortable with that hanging man on the 5. That was a hard rejection right there. The 492. Actually, the 392. I almost took that trade. Almost took that trade. Glad I didn't. Better sometimes to be a little coward and not, I wasn't feeling too comfortable with that trade. Again, hanging man right there on the 5. Strong resistance around this area 390. We had a high at 392. So they had a false breakout right there to just roll over. That was a really false breakout with a high, or with a topping candle on the 15 minutes. It's a hard rejection right there. Yeah. You know what? Like I said, I'm not feeling too comfy today. The market is kind of cuckoo. So I'd rather not take any trades. So I'm going to stay all cash today. And I'm not going to take this trade. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for coming through. I'll see you back tomorrow. I'm going to make a little video later on, letting you guys know, the recap and everything of today's activity. Although I didn't take any trades. But, at least to make the recap and not lose what we've been talking about. Like, for example, like Tesla. That it's been dropping, the same thing that I said yesterday. I don't remember 100% exactly what I wrote on the email, but I know that I said I was actually expecting a couple of more red days over the last few days. I was just talking about this kind of stuff. Tesla is just keeps on dropping though. Like, it's crazy. Tesla is just huge drop though. My God. And that was a pretty decent trade on NIO here. A reversal. Reversal was actually pretty decent. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take a step back here. I'm gonna go and downstairs. I'm gonna eat something. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for coming through. I'll see you back here tomorrow, and I'll be posting the video later on today with today's activity and recap for pretty much no trades today. But I'm gonna be sharing the reasons why I didn't take those trades and stuff like that. So, see you guys later. Keep an eye on those names out there and be safe. Thank you all.